My name is Bruce Luebke. I'm a city councilor for the city of Brandon. I work full-time with Sunrise Credit Union, and I've been involved with softball as a player and now as the umpire-in-chief for the Westman zone and as a member of Softball Manitoba's Umpire Development Committee. I think the biggest part of having a successful event, and it may not just be a softball event, was making sure that you have things planned ahead of time, that you have your volunteers lined up for whatever those duties might be ahead of time, and that, once the event kind of starts, it goes off without a hitch. I think one of the big things that I enjoy about hosting softball events is the ability to sit back while the event's going on and watch the games happen and see the enjoyment that the players and those participating have in participating in an event, and especially when you have teams from outside of our area or even outside of our province that come to Brandon, and you can show the hospitality that Brandon has, the ability to host, whether it's a small event or big event, but make every event feel like a big event. The U14 provincial at Simplot Park in Brandon a few years ago, and we had a horrendous rain day on the Saturday of the event, to the point where we actually only got about 3 innings played during the entire day. And there was so much rain that we sent the teams home in the afternoon. And once the rain stopped, kind of in the late afternoon, early evening, we got our crews to work and worked really through the evening into the night. And again, early the next morning, I'd contacted the teams and told them to come to the park at 7:30 in the morning for a meeting to talk about the provincial. And when they got there, handed them the schedule for the Sunday and told them we were starting play at 9 o'clock, and that they were amazed, based on the amount of rain we got, that we were able to get the fields ready for play on the Sunday. One of my greatest experiences was doing the Special Olympic Canada Games in Brandon, officiating on that, because it was such a different experience and such a eye-opening experience with the athletes at that event, that if anybody ever has an opportunity to participate in any way with Special Olympics, take advantage of that opportunity. Well, I moved to Brandon in 1993 and found out quickly that this is a host city for hosting major events. I think for Brandon, it is a big part of our economy, a big part of the impact of people from outside of our area coming to Brandon and enjoying our city. I think as Brandonites, we sometimes don't necessarily appreciate what we have in Brandon and the things that we do well here in the city, but it really shines through when you have people from outside our city come to Brandon and tell you what a great city it is, or what a great job we do in hosting events. So I think that's really important. It also helps when you've had a lot of success hosting events, because you have a lot of experience to draw from people that have hosted events in the past. And I think that legacy that gets passed down from one host committee to another, whether it's for different sports or events or the same type of sport, is really important as well. I think when people look at event planning as a career, they likely look at things like weddings, family reunions, things like that are more family oriented. They don't necessarily think event planning is something like a major event, whether that's a Canadian Championship or a big horse show or what have you. So I think people need to think that event planning is a little bit different than maybe what they're originally thought it was. The other thing I think is important for young people is that we seem to have become a little bit of a society that doesn't necessarily volunteer the way that we used to. And I think it's important when you get involved in these events, even as volunteers, that it really helps with skills that you can transfer to whatever your professional career might be, or other things that you might be doing in your life. So that would be the other thing I would encourage young people to do, is if you have an opportunity to help out with an event, even as a volunteer, that you take advantage of those opportunities, because there are a lot of things that you can learn and take advantage of as a volunteer to transfer into other parts of your life.